Good morning, guys. It's February 25th. I'm going to briefly go over the new moon in Pisces from yesterday. Oh, there's so much shit happening. I can barely keep up functioning in the normal world, much less all the messages that I'm getting. And then, of course, when I sit down to channel, I get, like, nothing. Okay, well, I lied. I didn't get nothing. I got all of these, but I seem to be having difficulty hearing today. Like, I can't hear, or the messages are clouded. I seem to be getting some kind of downloads that sometimes when I get downloads I can barely function. I'm just like on automatic while there's background processing and download or information integration going on. Excuse me. So sometimes I get issues with that. Anyways, so the new moon was on Sunday. That was at in Hawaii at 5:34 a.m. at 4 degrees. So it's kind of that 4-degree point. The last couple of new moons that we had, well, the next one will be new moon in Aries at 4 degrees, and then the previous one was in January. That would be new moon in Aquarius at 4 degrees, and then of course back on Christmas Day, on the Christmas Day on the 25th, I believe, we had the new moon in Capricorn at 4 degrees. As a matter of fact, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total new moons at 4 degrees. Okay, so we're literally setting something up, and with the new moon in Pisces, the surrounding themes are mostly closure, unconditional love of yourself, unconditional love of anything and everything around you. Okay, so let me briefly, once again, there's that word briefly. Okay, let me read you what I had on my full moon and new moon Pisces from last year. Okay, so it's basically about going down the rabbit hole. Now, this is with the full moon in Pisces, okay? So some of you guys are entering the rabbit hole. Some of you guys are standing on the edge, peering in, trying to decide, are you taking the blue pill or the red pill? Okay, for some of you guys, it could be about spirituality. Some of you guys could be exiting the pre-existing matrix, or the matrix that you built. That you built and that you were encouraged to build. It's also about new beliefs. So some of you guys may be getting rid of your old religion, or finding a new one, or improving your new one and adding to it. Also, removing boundaries. Removing the boundaries of the subconscious, the higher perspective, and the beginning of Christ consciousness. Now, in about 6 months, we'll have that full moon in Pisces. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, the full moon in Pisces will be September 1st. Okay, now that one's going to be at 10 degrees. Ooh, interesting. My sun is at 10 degrees. Okay, so whatever you begin now is going to come full circle, or you'll be able to come to a conclusion in the next 6 months. Okay, it's going to be very imperative that you love yourself and that you love others. Okay, so the biggest thing with this, with the Pisces energy, is unconditional love. Okay, we need to love and forgive ourselves. Okay, so I went back, and what I read, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't write the horoscopes anymore, so I'm going to read for you. March 6th, 2019 was the new moon in Pisces at 15 degrees, in which we had new ideas about unconditional love and forgiveness. We are being given a proposition, or we're giving the proposition, red or blue pill. Yes, I'm referring to the Matrix movie. What you may be realizing is that it is truly a documentary. Closure is here, along with the inklings of new dreams. We begin to realize that we don't have to just unconditionally love and forgive others. We've also realized during this time that we needed to love and forgive ourselves. We've had time to put this into practice, and we've made it a habit to try and see things from a higher, wider perspective. Think of this full moon as your final exam. Will you pass the test? Okay, so that was for the full moon. That wasn't the one that I intended to read to you. Sorry, guys. I wasn't wasting your time. It was basically, I was looking at the wrong one. I think here it was. Okay, fantasy versus reality. Okay, so this is basically the same thing, but a little more descriptive. Okay, so Wednesday is the new moon in Pisces, which is not true. This time it was this past Sunday. This is the beginning of a new consciousness, new fantasy, new reality, new healing and closure, new ascendance, and new transcendence. New dreams, capital letters. Okay, will you choose the red or the blue pill? Some will choose the blue, remaining locked in their fantasy 3D world, or choosing to escape the alternate 3D world of their own making. You could reach a higher perspective, resulting in higher consciousness. Okay, removing the previous boundaries of the subconscious that you used to imprison yourself with, leading to unconditional love, exposing your secrets, exposing your vulnerability, immense healing of the collective, and a new superb connection with Source, with yourself, with others. Okay, some people could be pinching themselves, wondering if they're dreaming. And there will be dreams, visions, emotional healing connected to the mother and the father, and a release of toxins. Okay, so a purification, healing physically, spiritually, and mentally. You will feel the love, and you'll be motivated to create something. And at this time, your psychic powers should be boosted. The shadow side can be draining. You could be confused, delusional. I want to say that you'll be having trouble seeing the forest from the trees. Things will be a little, I want to say, veiled or hidden. Pisces energy is also about the hidden. Okay, so there could be, secrets. You could be keeping secrets, making a new secret. Secrets could come out in the open. Or this could be like somebody reveals something to you, or you reveal something to somebody, or you find something out. Whatever it is, it's establishing closure or establishing unconditional love for somebody, something, an idea, an object. I love it. I love this. I love you. I love me. I love you. I love me. Sorry, I just had to do that for a second. Okay, then Venus squaring Jupiter in Capricorn. Okay, so some people may be getting irritated because they have a lot to do. They may have to do it by themselves, or they may not want the responsibilities being presented to them. And then, with the new moon in Pisces, this could be a new escape. Okay, what is that song? Shit, I can see him. I can see him in my mind doing The Great Escape. The Great Escape. Some people might be thinking that they're feeling a little powerless and that they would be better off without somebody else, or they're realizing that they've been better off without somebody else. And that somebody was needy and draining. They may have realized that they may have felt like a single parent to this partner, okay, who wanted a mother or a father. Okay, or they could be a mother that can't deal with the responsibilities. She feels powerless, or it could be a father with all these responsibilities. They feel powerless. That's something that definitely needs to be healed. And with Mars conjuncting the South Node and opposing the North Node, you might do something new that you've never done before. Mars conjuncting the South Node is literally like a historical event. It's an activity, it's a new enterprise, it's a new action. But also, too, I want to say yesterday I did talk about that. Mars is energy, drive, ambition. It's also force and war and surgery and cutting. What else? It's also guns. So you may be cutting someone else, or you just may be deciding that you had enough. So funny. Maybe you get, with Mercury in Pisces retrograde, you get a wrap up of a relationship. It could be that somebody pops up and you either tell them, oh, I love you, I'll always love you. Or somebody tells you, I love you, I'll always love you. And you say, nope, sorry, you've been cut. I've cut you out. This is I don't want to deal with you anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. But whatever action this is a change. Somebody might be expecting you to do the same old, same old. Okay, so they come at you expecting to be accepted with open arms when they've abused their power one too many times, or it's literally somebody possibly trying to take advantage of you, wanting back in to take advantage of you. Okay, Mercury and Pisces can be, nope, I'm done, or no, it's over. Or you need to stop that, or I'm stopping that, or this is the end. That's the end of that. That's all she wrote. That's all I wrote. So this could be an opportunity for final closure, to show yourself some love and achieve final closure with that Mars. Now, I did tell you guys that we have Mars and then the Sun and then Mercury all messing with the nodes. Mars is the only one that's conjuncting. Okay, and that's about actions of the past. One too many times, or too many. So this could be a gross waste or misuse of energy, or what was I going to say? It's a sense of a cycle or a spin. This keeps happening, or you keep doing this, or somebody keeps doing this. And now, I want to say we're going to de-establish whatever that action is. For some, it can be anger, because Mars rules Aries and it rules Scorpio. Okay, and then conjuncting with the South Node in Capricorn, that could be, you know, past acts of cruelty. You're not welcome here. Yeah, you abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Yep. You used and abused, and you're now done. Okay, so also Mars with the nodes, taking a risk. So this could be really risky business. They took a risk to reach out to you, but, you know, I almost want to say, really? They had the nerve to ask? Or others, okay, I'll take a chance, and maybe if I ask, I can get some help. So this almost feels like somebody is asking for some kind of help, or maybe they're asking for some kind of act, some kind of acceptance of something. They may want to know if you will receive them, or you want to know if you'll be received. Interesting. Okay, and also Mars with the nodes can be road rage. Driving like a freaking idiot, driving too fast, driving angry, being reckless, being careless. With Mercury retrograde, you could cause somebody's death. Okay, so don't drive mad. Don't ever drive mad. Calm yourself down before you get in the car, because, you know, if you're out there driving and an accident happens, as it usually does around Mercury retrograde, with this Mercury being in Pisces, you could kill somebody. Over what? Because your dog made a mess by his dog food dish, you killed somebody. Okay, so I want you to be aware of your state of mind and your condition when you get on the road, or when you're operating some kind of machinery or machine. You could hurt other people, so please be aware of your anger, and think before you speak, and think before you act. And mostly think before you drive. Okay, so Mars, like I was saying, can be fire, like crashing your car and causing a fire. It can be road rage. Somebody could be under the influence of either their emotions, or it could be drugs, alcohol. Um, they're they're under the influence. UTI. Okay, and also with this Mars with the South Node is a mandatory condition, meaning you will face this. Okay, so you should be scared. You might have a reason to be scared. Okay, if you don't act like that, if you're always consciously aware of your reactions and instead you choose to take a breath and then respond, then you should be okay. Okay, if you're balanced, you can be fiery, an unstoppable force to be reckoned with, okay? And you win. You're the winner without having to run somebody over, okay? Running roughshod or playing unfairly. And that kind of counterbalance, you know, Mars is in Capricorn. So Mars with the nodes in Capricorn is like a force, but a sparingly used force, a force for the good, or having that power to use your force, your own personal force for good or for evil. Okay, yeah, so Mars is fire. Like I said, surgery. It could be cutting. So this can also involve knives, guns. I want to say all kinds of driving under the influence, and also using the vehicle as a weapon with intent to kill. I'm getting. Okay, so if somebody is doing those negative or shadow things where they're driving like an idiot, they're not controlling themselves, they're not being conscious, in fact they're being negligent. I want to say this could be negligent homicide and manslaughter, or it could be straight up murder. Okay, when somebody is unbalanced with the Mars and Nodes transit, a person, they want to win. They want to win. They have a cutthroat desire to win. And Mars is in Capricorn. Okay, so literally they could be cutting somebody off at a bottleneck and cause a huge accident or fire, car pileup, or explosion. It's kind of like an addiction to having to fight their way through life. They like the drama. Okay, so they make a lot of unnecessary conflict. It's like, why are you tripping out? Why are you tripping? Why are you tripping? You need to chill. You need to relax. The sun in Pisces, you know, quiet. You need to go have some space. Go sit in the corner and find your happy space. Okay, so this could literally be having a bad day. Having a bad day, in to say it in the nicest way. But yeah, it's like, it's something's going to happen that changes somebody's destiny. It's the action that changes your life, changes the balance, changes where you stand. Okay, and then yesterday, Monday, moon conjuncting Neptune, moon conjuncting Mercury. Private, quiet, most likely sleepy. I want to be alone. And it's kind of like, it felt like a reflection on things yesterday. Okay, so yesterday would have been a good day to meditate or get a little bit of quiet time. Okay, then the sun sextiled Mars in Capricorn. So that was also a high energy level. Some of you guys could have been feeling like you had anxieties, could have had trouble sleeping. Maybe you've got a lot of things going on in your head, what you have to do. I want to say you need to create a list, and you might be trying to find some private solitude. Sorry, I had to pause for a second. Okay, so we actually had two sun transits yesterday. Sun sextile Mars and Sun trine North Node. Okay, so if you are putting in the energy and the attention to closing things out, tying things up, leaving no stone unturned, tying up all the loose ends, whatever it is you're doing. Like, you could be fixing a car, you know, tying up the loose ends. It would mean like an overhaul, right? Checking the engine, topping off the fluids, that kind of deal. Getting the parts that you need in order to do this. So piece by piece, you may have been getting a little bit accomplished. So now with the new moon, you want to wrap it up a little bit. Okay, so the sun in Pisces at this case would be putting your attention and focus and your love into something. So you could be cleaning up. You could be cleaning. You could be making things pretty. You could be washing everything down. Some of you guys, there was a lot of crying. Okay, we do have the ascendant in Scorpio, so there's a long purging over the last couple of weeks, as the ascendant was in Scorpio at 24 degrees. This ending is manifesting right now due to your actions, due to your focus, due to the time that you're putting in to clean these things up. Okay, I was talking about spring cleaning, so it can be. Hold on. Okay, I apologize about that. I had somebody come in. I had asked them to wait, and of course they didn't listen. Oh boy. Anyways, there's where were we? Sun sextiling Mars. That can be explosive. And since Mars is conjuncting with the South Node, then the Sun would be sextiling. Yeah, Sun sextile the South Node and Sun trining the North Node. So it's kind of like an end to a job, or end to some form of work, or an end to where you're located. It could be in a hierarchy, a physical location, a spiritual location, meaning that you could relocate in the higher timeline. Okay. Also, mentally. So mentally could be, it could be that your mind has been blown and everything you thought was suddenly isn't. Okay, the veil could have been yanked from your eyes and you thought something was really going on and something else was happening. Ooh, attention to secrets. So somebody's found out something. Well, usually when the sun makes contacts with the nodes, that's favorable conditions, benefits, potential for progress and promotion. So this could be, you know, attention to how much, this could literally be like a promotion or credit, recognition. Now, this is positive contact, okay? So I don't believe it's anything bad. This could literally be you telling somebody that you love them. And I almost want to say you love them because they're your responsibility, or it could be that you're expressing that you're responsible for them, like, I would do anything for you, or I would help you. I'll help you however I can. So it's kind of like, you know, having your attention to getting help. Getting help. It could also be fun and laughter. Some of you guys might want to, you might be moving, I want to say possibly headed towards the water. You know, you might want a house on water or house near water, or you may want some water near your house. I just heard stream. Okay, so you may want some kind of little stream or wade-in pool. Hell, it could be a bathtub that you're wanting to put in your house or wanting to buy. Sun, surf, and sand. Fish, too. Fish. Some of you guys might start eating fish. You've never ate it before. Or some of you guys could stop eating fish just because of the whole, you know, not only, you know, nuclear waste from Japan, but, you know, Wuhan virus from China. Oh, my God. So, You may be a little bit more mindful of where your seafood is coming from. That's a possibility. Or you may want to reflect on particular ingredients for something. Missing key. The key. Anyways, the sun with the nose signifies that there's something going on that's going to be beneficial to you. Possible new encounter or discoveries. Just a second. Fortunate encounters, other discoveries, and around this time, your money situation usually improves. I'm not going to say that it's, you know, the best thing in your life, but you should see a little bit of forward movement and some progress, because it's kind of like you have a puzzle board, and you know you're getting the pieces little bit by little bit and sliding into place. Now some of you guys, you are wrapping up something. You might have already wrapped up something that you've been gunning for. Revving your motor, something that your motor got revved over. It's I want, now I got. Okay, and then attention to taking care of it, taking care. And I want to say that you just gotta take care of it, okay? Because there's a lot of things that were left undone, a lot of things that are left unsaid, and now you're finally getting around to them. Okay, you may, I want to say, quiet time alone. Yeah, you definitely will be wanting to spend a little bit more time at home. You could be really tired. Healing can be physical, mental, or spiritual. Okay, so any of those are going to take energy in order to heal. Right? So it's going to wear on you a little bit more. So try your best to get a little bit more rest, to experience a little more happiness, to experience a little bit more joy. Just like that young lady who's singing outside my door. But anyways, back to today. Today is Tuesday, February 25th. The moon is in Aries. And we started out with the moon in Pisces at 25 degrees. So this is big changes or a huge closure. Okay, it could also be that somebody got a big awakening that a closure is coming. So it's kind of like, it could have been sneaky. They could have been blind-sighted. Blind-sighted. Or they could have been short-sighted. Blind-sighted, short-sighted, nearsighted. So it kind of denotes getting it done right now, this second, and not wanting to wait any longer to wrap it up, to tie it up, to proclaim something or exclaim something. Or maybe your ex did claim something. I don't know. They put words in my head, guys, okay? Okay, so the ascendant. Oh, I'm sorry, back to the rising sign, not rising sign, the moon of the day. Moon in Pisces at 25 degrees. We're still in the new moon energy. That's going to be effective for throughout the rest of the week. Okay, so for some of you guys, this could be a huge change in the matrix, a huge change on your long list of things that you have to check off. With Mars in Capricorn, it's kind of like you're going to bulldoze your way through the list and clean shit up. Some of you guys could literally be bulldozing a property, or you could have piles of shit on your desk. Literally a lot of work that you have to go through, and you're gonna plow through them today. They're putting these words in my mouth. It's gonna be prevalent for somebody. But the fact it moon in Pisces at 25 degrees. 25 is already the number of huge changes. Okay, 25 equals 7. So that could be ending a contract, ending a promise, ending an agreement in terms of love or beliefs or secrets. Ooh, big disclosure. So it could be like you're telling somebody else a secret, or you busted them. You did not enable them by hiding anything. So this is kind of like you're busted, or focus is on you. Okay, with the rising sign is in Scorpio at 25 degrees also. Guys, that's a 7-7. So there's a big change. It can be in regards to a purge. So this could be somebody's bubble literally bursting. And I want to say, as the moon moves into Aries, this could be like aneurysm, or the head popped, or you literally had your mind blown. Same thing too, a huge purge. So this is like the majority of the release. Okay, so I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair. I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair. I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. I was an alto, sorry. Yeah, this is kind of like the detox. So a lot of you guys could be talking about, I need to completely this could be expunging too. Sponging the X right out. See you later. Wash you out of my hair. Anything, any remaining traces is being taken out, pulled out, sucked out, pushed out, bursting out, popped out. This is a complete, full release. You know, with the bow on top. And then the midhaven is in Leo at 27 degrees. So this could be you dishing it out, or you're being dished too. Or maybe you're just a dish and somebody's like, you are my dish. It's out. The secret's out. I never told you, but I'm in love with you. Okay? And, you know, the rising sign in Scorpio is an execution of. So you could be killing off a contract. This could actually be a contract killing. Assassination. Oh, shit. Okay, I haven't even looked at the cards yet. Now, the thing is, today, we also have that moon in Aries is adding to the Black Moon Lilith and Chiron conjunction in Aries. Now, initially, when I looked at it, the T-square, I had the calculations wrong. So, of course, some of you guys have to check and double check. You may have missed something. Or you may have to recalculate or review. It is a retrograde, guys. Okay, so I had to cross my T's and dot my I's. Initially, I had written down the wrong degree. But the moon in Aries adds to that. It joins the T-square with the North Node and the South Node. All of them, Black Moon Lilith is at 3 degrees and Chiron is at 3 degrees. The moon conjuncts with them at 3 degrees and then moves on, forming its own separate T-square to the North Node and the South Node, at which time the moon will be at 5 degrees. So we've got, it adds to the energy, so you're emotional about finding a cure or a remedy for something. This could be finding the true identity of an assassination. Finding the true identity. I gotta write that down for a second, guys. Hold on. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that. So that made me think of JFK. The true ID of the assassination of the serial killer. True ID of the killer. They keep wanting to throw Zodiac in there. I think we did find out who the Zodiac killer is. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyways, that's what I'm getting from looking at these. So as it goes on to form its own transit, it would be about stepping up and being brave, being bold, making the changes. You have no idea. I've got a page and a half of channelings on the Aries energy. I'm not going to take the time to read it off today. Maybe I'll go into it tomorrow. There's just too many things to talk about today, and I'm just getting to today. Okay, so Aries is leader energy. It's heroes, fighting spirit. This could be, you know, a response, your first response, a first responder. It's firefighters, it's policemen, it's military, those who step up, take the lead, and fight and charge. Okay, somebody might be fighting the charge of an assassination or a killing. I don't know. Okay, but yeah, for the most part, it's kind of like somebody could be bearing their soul. Who did it? Who did it? And I want to say it's kind of making me think of that woman whose kids are missing. She may be finally fessing up, I want to say, because she's so embarrassed, and there's nothing she can do to end her embarrassment or her shame but to give the kids up. Okay, whether or not they're alive, and I don't think they're alive. I think they fooled the kids and took them for a ride, possibly. I think they took them for a ride, and their bodies are somewhere thrown over a bridge on their way from their house to whatever airport they used to fly here to Hawaii. Okay, I feel it's disgusting. But I think more or less she's going to be busted. Yeah, because it can be treasonous actions. Oh my gosh. Okay, Aries can also be success in business and government. First generation, creation, annihilation. Ooh, interesting. So with the moon in Aries, and then the moon contacts with the nodes at 5 degrees, it's always about making a change. Somebody could be drowning. Okay, it could be drowning in tears, drowning in debt, drowning in obligations, drowning in, it could be physically drowning. You could be drowning in your own fluids. You could be drowning in the sea, because the sun is in Pisces, yeah. You could be, but it doesn't have to be drowning in water or bodily fluids. It could be like suffocating, because drowning is really the act of not being able to draw in oxygen, right? So it could be other things that are smothering you. Like you could be buried in mud or in sand or in ice, like sand and avalanche, yeah. Or it could be in a space in the ground, like possibly buried, yeah. So that gives a feeling of not being able to breathe, needing to breathe. So there could be some shit hitting the fan. Okay, it could be that you need your support. You need your support system. Okay, a relationship or contract or promise or agreement with somebody ends. Could even be with yourself. Okay, so this is basically your support group coming in and saying, it's okay, you got this, I got your back, everything's gonna be okay, everything will work out exactly as it's supposed to, kind of deal, you know. Your friends come in and they come to your aid. Or I want to say, let's see, Tuesday. It says positive. Yeah, it's a squares to the node, meaning something's happening that requires your support. It's a detour or a distraction. Okay, preserve your energy. Realize that everything is perfect as it is, exactly as it's meant to be, and take a deep breath and move into your new timeline. Okay. Sometimes there's a lot of resistance. You may not want to let something go, and the universe comes in and takes it from you. Okay, it reveals itself to you, and a lot of you guys may be getting a lot of things that are suddenly revealing themselves to you. Because Pisces energy can be the curtain, right? The veil, hidden, secret, invisible. Okay, so moon conjuncting Chiron in Aries. I talked about that before. A period of healing, moving on from wounds that can be emotionally draining and exhausting, okay? And like I was saying, you could be really, really tired. Some of it could be because you've been so stressed and crying, okay? But watch your attitude. Don't take it out on anybody else. Moon conjuncting Black Moon. that is challenging interpersonal relationships, because Black Moon is a shadow. And when the moon is conjunct, that can be something's going on with somebody's kids. A difficult experience related to a woman. So somebody could say that they're not happy. It could be a female energy. It doesn't have to necessarily be a woman, okay? You know, if you've been calling the boy next door, hey girlfriend, you know, as a joke or whatever, this can mean them too, regardless of if they're male or female. With Sun in Pisces, it can be unclear. It can be unclear. This can be both. Okay, so, you know, whatever you choose, I'm not putting any labels on it. I'll just leave it like that. And I'll shut up now. But anyways, with the moon conjuncting Black Moon Lilith, there is something going on with a woman, the mother, or the woman and the child, or just the child. There's possibility that a mother figure could pass, or a nurturing figure could pass. Or if somebody is the mother, a situation involving her children can occur. Okay, they may not be happy with it, but careful how you express yourself. Always come from a place of integrity and compassion. Otherwise, there's a possibility you can accrue negative karma inadvertently and not even know it. Okay, always stay in your integrity. I know it's really hard when you want to choke a fucker, when you want to slap a bitch. Right? It's really hard to hold back. Okay, but remember, we're dealing with emotions that we need to heal. So when we open our mouths before we've healed that emotion, we are passing that on to someone else. Okay, stop that. It is not their responsibility to feel your emotions. That is you. That is for you and for you only. So don't spit out your garbage to anybody else. Do not take things out on anybody else, no matter what. Because the thing is, you don't want to hurt anybody else. You don't want to hurt anybody. Okay, you may say at the time, I don't care if I hurt anybody. Yes, you do, because it will come back on you. Okay, and then later on, when you're cool, calm, and collected, you might feel like a complete asshole. Okay, and realize that you were a complete asshole. But that's kind of what the moon with these Black Moon transits are for, is integrating the dark. Okay, and then taking a look at ourselves, where we're falling short, where's our personal weaknesses or deficits. And this is following a confrontation, you know. Somebody has to speak up in order for another person to be shaken out of complacency, in order for them to know. Okay, so this can be a butting head, and I just heard rebuttal. So this can be a verbal attack and then a rebuttal. So somebody firing back. And then basically, you need to quit doing this, or this needs to stop, or this needs to end, or somebody needs to stop this, okay, or we need to stop this. It could literally be blah, 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 and then all of a sudden, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I want. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to fight with you. Okay, I understand that I'm being defensive, or I can understand why you're being defensive. How can we agree, or how can we come to an agreement? How can we agree to disagree? Okay, so there's a development and being acutely aware of your own personal behavior and your response and your responsibilities in terms of behaving. Okay, now if there is a fight, there is a huge possibility that what was that at? I think it was a column in Good Housekeeping. Can this marriage be saved? Okay, so there are questions. Can this be saved? Do you guys have what it takes? Can you guys agree to find the way, or should you part ways, realizing that you're on to your next leg, onto your next tour, onto your next adventure in life? Okay, so like I was saying, Moon in Aries adds to the T-square at 5, 5, and 5. So big changes, a big turn, Some of you guys are brave. Some of you guys are bold. Some of you guys can be angry. But in any case, this is like an automatic response. This is what I'm doing. Sun conjuncts Mercury in Pisces. So when the Sun conjuncts Mercury in Pisces, I'm not sure what to call it because I've heard a couple of different things. There's cazimi. That is when the Sun is less than a degree away. And it's never more than 30 degrees away, I believe. It's never too far away from the Sun. So to have it cazimi or combust is when they're sitting on top of each other. Same thing. It's like a bright idea. Okay. Sun conjunct Mercury is apt to be rigid and dogmatic in opinion, meaning you're fixed. So some of you guys could be adamant about your consciousness or your vibration or about your love. This could also be a great idea of how to stop something. So I want to say it's like, I know what we can do, basically. Sun conjunct Mercury. So this could be realizing that you have to go about your day being kind and loving. And then Mercury in Pisces, sextiling Mars in Capricorn. Okay, so throughout, I have not mentioned that Mercury is in retrograde. I hope you guys do know that. Okay, but Mercury in Pisces, retrograde, sextiling Mars in Capricorn. That's very active and courageous. I did say being brave, forceful debater. So it's kind of like taking a stand on something and having a positive turnout. It could be speaking. It says here, excuse me, literary ability. So your words and how you're projecting yourself. Okay, how you're defending yourself and how you're standing up for yourself and for others, possibly standing up for humanity. So this can be talking about what humankind needs to end. Mercy. Mercy. Ending abuses. Ending I'm hearing capital punishment. So this could be executing somebody who's a killer also, is what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Today is Tuesday, so that's where I'm going to end it. I know. There's so much shit going on, guys. So it's also establishing a private connection, a secret connection, secret messages. For some of you guys, like on Facebook, where they have the instant messenger, they have like private conversation, the stuff that can't be tracked, right? Stuff that can't be traced. So it's kind of like not leaving a trace. This can speak about environmental issues also. Hold on. Okay. On to the reading finally after 49 minutes. Okay, so the first card is unexpected income. This kind of denotes a break or an ease, a little bit of a release of pressure. I did say there's some obligations or there's something that you could be drowning in, possibly tears. So this talks about of getting a break. Hold on. Okay. So unexpected income. Yeah, it might be you get a little bit of crumbs or you get an inkling or you get a hint at something. It's kind of like something finally comes through. Okay. So I'm constantly being interrupted today. There's people talking outside like way too much. So it's taking me a long time. I'm losing my place and I'm not really able to concentrate today. So, that's going to have to end. I can't. I can't focus with all these constant interruptions. Okay, so I need a break. Okay, so this is kind of like a breath of fresh air where we moon in Pisces. Okay, so you may get something that gives you a little bit of a release, or you could even like have an unexpected laugh. Okay, and that kind of, this is alleviation. Oh shit, I didn't even read what I channeled. Okay, so today I got Black Horse, Lost Cause, Seal, and I want to say that when I thought of a seal, like in a vehicle, or you know, like a stamp seal or a wax seal, I also thought of the sixth seal. Also, revival, Egyptian revival. And then tea has been coming up a lot. Drinking tea, the letter T, T-I, T as in t-shirt. Also, bring back, fill in the blank. And then I keep hearing the song Waking the Dead from Suicidal Tendencies. And then I was also getting roundabout. So that's like an estimation or approximation, or in the area, in the atmosphere, in the environment. And I was also getting roundhouse. So that could be around the house, somewhere, meaning placed somewhere in the house, or it could be around the house, like walking around the house, or the house could be round. Or it could be we're going to somebody's house for a round of drinks. Or, interesting. Oh, yeah, the roundabout, you know, the circular little thing that you drive around. Also, false accusations, and missed one, missing one, lost one, minus one. Solo. Okay, going solo, going stag, and also going solo. Like, oh my god, I can't believe they went there. Okay, below the belt, I want to say. Also, I was getting genome, gene keys, codon, DNA. Alright, once again, there was interruptions. Gene keys, codon, DNA. Also, can you help me? And I was also getting this summer. Suddenly, last summer, and then I was getting this summer. So something about something happening during the summer. It's probably being planned or wrapped up right around now. Okay, also white cat. Something about a white cat, or having to do with a white cat, or a white-haired cat. And also, too, the white hairs could be more noticeable. Looking ancient. Okay, also people with white hair. Okay, then I got unravel, untied, unglued, snap off, snap on. That could be like, you know, snap off, snap on tools. Also, too, on the nasty note, strap on or strap off. Okay, loose strings, behind closed doors. Also, this morning I saw 911 again. Okay, and when I thought about that, I also got alarm, lost, confused. Condition red, as in like looking at somebody's chart or graph. Could be medical chart, could be financial chart, could be like their grades, yeah. Code red, coding. So, and I mean coding as in coding, like writing something into code. I heard syllabus, but in coding that could be like referring to cryptogram, some kind of cryptic message. Pig Latin, rearranging letters, autocorrect. Also coding medically, that could be what do you call it? The abbreviations when you're noting medical conditions and procedures and medical terminology. But coding can also be like putting a label on something. Also codex, so it's like building an informational directory of some kind. Also too, one like for some reason, like if you fall down, like you fall down on your butt and you got one leg up in the air, or you could be just lifting your leg or stretching, or you could be kicking your leg or doing yoga, but there's something about having one leg up. Okay, and then if you fall down, like one leg's up in the air. I don't know, don't ask me. That's just what I was seeing. Anyways, tents, camping, canvas. Okay, so this can be painting canvases, or this can be a wide area of coverage in terms of canvassing an area. So it's kind of like hunting for something, and they were pulling my eye to this hermit. So hunting for something in a cave, or hunting for a cave. Also, 5G has been coming up, and also in the negative, in red, ghosts in the machine. Also cropping pictures, crop tops, cropping a harvest, cutting things up, cutting things off, cutting things out. Okay, so graphs, charts, corroborate or collaborate. Corroborating is like collaborating the story. Okay, also prepping for questioning, prepping for a test, prepping for testing, testing, and tested. Keeping a secret bargain, secret deal, and also privatizing. Okay, so there's an unexpected release. Unexpected income is a drop in the bucket. It's a crumb. It's an inkling. It's like thinking you only have $5 and finding out you have 10. It's a bonus, additional credit, additional pay, additional authority. So for some of you guys, you may have been waiting for a raise and there's no sign of it. Ooh. Some of you guys may have expected a little more and you didn't get it. You may have noticed this detail. You may be obsessing on it, like I'm missing some pay. I didn't get paid, or I'm missing a couple of hours, or I'm missing this. Something's missing. Something's gone missing, or you can't find something, or you didn't receive something that you should have. Okay, so for some of you guys, it could have been, you could be getting your taxes back. Or there could be some kind of complication. You know you're getting money back, but there's no sign of it. You're not happy because you really freaking need it. Okay, and you might like look on the website and there might be something wrong with the website. You're trying to look information up and you're unable to get the information that you're looking for. Or it could be that you could be kind of lost, or your check could have been lost in the mail. Yeah, you're missing something. Or you were missing something and you could have suddenly found it after it had been gone for a while. There was no sign of it and you went over everything over and over and over again. You weren't happy. You weren't happy about it, and it was kind of like you repeatedly went over. Like maybe you felt like maybe you weren't looking good. So this is redoing, a revisiting. So weird. And then we have the Four of Wands over here. The Four of Wands is it's 11:11. It's about a foundation. No foundation. So you may have been looking for something. You've not been able to find it. And then it's possible that you could have released an attachment to it. Oh, well. And then the star card, which is a wish card. Which is a wish card. So after you said, all right, well, it's all good, I didn't need it, you released your attachment to it, is what it looks like. You released your attachment to it, and then bam, it shows up suddenly. So a lot of you guys were hoping for something, and you basically went, oh well, and then there it was. That's kind of how manifestation works, right? It just Mercury in Pisces, a sudden appearance of. Okay, so there was a disappearance and then the sudden reappearance. Okay, so you may have missed something and then you find it, or it comes back to you. Community and pathway. Okay, with the sun in Pisces, this is humankind. This is a collective. And I want to say everyday people. Who are the people in your neighborhood? This can also represent shopkeepers and business owners and other entrepreneurs. For some of you guys, this is an end. This is an end to a job. For others, it's the beginning of a new job. Some of you guys are getting cut, fired. The Death card. Transformation and change. High Priestess, ruled by the moon. Inner intuition and divinity. A reflection of the self. So, you know, if there is a job, if your job is closing, if you've been so complacent, you really need to think about if this particular job or title was what you really truly wanted. Does this make you happy? Because if it didn't make you happy, if you were doing this job or agreeing to something merely just to exist and pass the time, that's wasted years. You definitely have something to cry over. Okay, so a lot of you guys are realizing this is a turn for the better. Okay, you're putting that positivity into there. You're transforming the dark into light. Oh well, it ended. I know that this was meant to end. Okay, I really feel deep down inside, I acknowledge that I was not happy there. Therefore it ended, because somehow you inadvertently wished and manifested an ending. Okay, and literally you're just holding in place, and it appeared that you were stuck when you were really truly just waiting for things to wrap up. So here's the wrap up. A change in the direction of the business. Okay, Four of Cups, not really being happy. This is also a resurrection, bringing something back up. So this could be uprooting. You could be uprooted. For some of you guys, it's not necessarily in your job. It could be with Mars and the nodes. This could be just your place in the hierarchy. Like if you were once a cashier and now all of a sudden they're putting you in management, you know, that's a positive thing. Or if they took away one job and they added responsibilities to it. Okay. Resurrection. So it can be turning the other cheek. Oh well, that's life. I'll be okay. Yeah, knowing that everything will work out exactly as it's supposed to, and that this is the road that you're supposed to be traveling, albeit somebody may have given you that road to travel and said, nope, you're going here, when you're trying to go here. So you may have actually been headed in the wrong direction, and the universe came in and changed it up for you. Okay. Mature man and hermit. Mature man is like, I want to say it's like the King of Pentacles, and there's just this real earthy feel to him. It also feels like the King of Swords. So this is like calculating, a calculator, requiring calculations, intelligence, rational, and physicality. This could be a professor. This could literally be somebody saying, I'm tripping or I'm spinning. The Hermit energy is about mastering the self, okay? Seeing the light in the storm. It's Virgo energy, so this can also be analysis paralysis, where you're constantly thinking about something. It's a spiral downwards. So there could be some changes at work or to the business or to the paycheck or to your credit or authority. These are forced changes. And, oh boy, yeah, this looks like a new one. It's possible that there was already something happening, and then it kind of feels like, it almost feels like the final straw. Like it's really hard to stay quiet. It's getting under your skin and it's going viral. Donations. Somebody's donations, I want to say animal. Why are they saying to the dog? To the dog. To handicaps. To handicapped dogs. Therapy. Rehab. Donation fund for dog rehabilitation. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with this. Lollipops and rainbows. So somebody's spinning. Either they're really happy because they got a surprise a little bit of extra money and that's all they really wanted, or they can't deal with the changes. They can't deal with the changes at the job. There may be a person that you're having a hard time dealing with at work, and this person is like a crybaby or a whiner. So this kind of looks like they might be whining again. Okay, previously you may have listened to them and you may have felt bad for them, or but this time it kind of feels like, really, dude, I'm not your personal therapy. It's not my problem. Thoughts reverse. Not thinking of the past, sorry. Interesting. Okay, so thoughts is reverse. So that would indicate thinking about past women. This could be, past girlfriends, past wives, past mothers and nurturing figures, aunts, grandmas, older sister, that kind of deal. But this can also be thoughts of the daughter or any kind of relative or friend that is feminine. Somebody's trying to figure out how to handle this situation and they don't have anything to base this on. It's almost like you're telling them, I will not deal with this anymore, or I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't want... Okay, so they may be dealing with the drama and they may be spinning. So you may tell them, hey, you need to suck it up. We're at work. I almost want to say, you're not really pitying them. It's kind of more or less like, I'm sorry. And basically it's because you've already heard it. You've already heard the crying. This is almost like somebody's whining again. It's like, oh, fuck. I got to deal with this guy grumbling about this and grumbling about that. So this person has it feels like they have a short temper or a trigger temper. Nine of Swords, Five of Cups, and King of Cups. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Okay, Nine of Swords and Five of Cups. That's back-to-back angry cards. Okay, this is already about nightmares. This is already about disappointment. And then we have King of Cups, consideration. Okay, so I'm looking at the King of Cups. I almost wanted to say the detox king. Okay, King of Cups, when with another card, and some, I feel that it's relevant and prevalent with the Sun and Pisces at this time, but this is basically about addiction. Addiction, obsession. You see the picture, and that's what caught me. You see, it's either he's slapping himself like, oh my god, I can't believe they're saying this, I gotta put up with it again, or they could be hiding behind alcohol. Nine of Swords can be nightmare, it can be cruelty, but it can also be about learning, studying. This could be news of war. And then this right here, disappointment, can speak about father figure, disappointment in authority. A nightmare, a disappointment in authority, and somebody who's under an influence. So somebody's got a false sense of, they got a big fucking ego. They really do. It's almost like, not only are they nitpicking, but everything's a fucking emergency. Mars in Gemini and Mars in Scorpio. So that's 3rd house, and that's 8th house. That's 5. They don't know how to have fun. They don't know how to have fun. Hiding behind delusions, hiding behind illusions, hiding behind an influence. So they may not recognize how much this influence has over them. A hothead. Somebody's a hothead. They don't even realize it. So this can be giving someone static, double-edged sword. Ooh. So it could be somebody's, they've got some learning to do. So they could be learning something today. How do you do that? Oh, so somebody could be figuring out how you did something, but it's possible that you can't explain it to them because it could be just a natural talent, right? Something you do that you've never thought about outlining or streamlining a process. So this could be like they want you to show them something, but they're the boss. I don't get paid to teach you. I just work for you. So they want a little, it feels like they want some instruction for free, or they're asking to be taught how to do something. Possibly they could have made a mistake. They could be making mistakes, and that's why they're losing their shit. Maybe they, you know, it is Mercury retrograde, so they could have missed something, or they could have screwed up something, got the wrong measurements because they didn't check before they cut, you know, and that wastes money. Poverty, yeah, they may have excessive waste, so they're losing money because there's something they don't know how to do. Poverty is barely being able to meet your basic needs. It is also a 37, so this could be, it equals 10. So basically this could be new growth. It could be, or they're asking, they want to learn it. Yep, 8 of Pentacles. They don't have that skill. They don't have the know-how. They don't have the tools. There's something that they don't have. It could be a tool, too. It could be a tool. Could be a new tool, or it could be the proper way to use a tool. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Hearts, and King of Wands. 9 of Hearts is a wish. So this could be a request to show you the way. I'm confused, I'm lost. So somebody doesn't know how to do something or handle something. It's possible that they don't know, they don't have the tool, or they don't have the right tool, or they don't know how to use a particular tool. Now, we're not just talking about, you know, tools in construction. We're talking about all kinds of tools and resources. Like, it talks of abilities, what you're able to do. So this is, you know, being able-bodied, or learning how to do. Somebody's taking you by the hand and showing you the ropes. Okay, they are they are enabling. So this looks like, it looks like a positive enabling thing. It doesn't look like anything negative. This is just, you know, long story short, you learned something today. Yeah, it could be, you know, something that's never been done before, and you see somebody do it, and you're like, oh my God, I want to do that, or can you do that for me, or can you show me how to do that? So it looks like something new. Bye-bye, fortune, value, and wealth. Look, it's a number 24, abundance. 24 is like physical manifestation, okay, on a day-to-day basis. It's definitely abundance. And Vi means water, so that's, you know, Vi would be what? Water, a lot of water, a flow. So it does denote resources and the flow of resources. My intention is to cultivate appreciation for all that I have, and to shift my focus from suffering and lack to gratitude for the abundance that is within me and around me. True abundance is a state of mind, a perspective. When you choose to find appreciation for all that you have and for all that you are, you cultivate an inner environment that allows for and attracts abundance. That which you focus on expands, so by shifting your focus towards gratitude for yourself and all that surrounds you, abundance will follow. Okay, I think I did speak about that, you know, being on the higher timeline. And, okay, well, they want a clarifier. Let's see what the Archangel cards have to say. Peace. Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Yep, new moon in Pisces. They're absolutely right. And then, it's been a long time. It's been a little bit since I pulled one of these cards. I haven't even shuffled it for so long. Oh, so we've got a couple of oracle cards from the of Heaven Ascending on Earth cards. Let's see, what do we got? Kukui of the light. Protect Mother Earth. Remember to meditate. Show appreciation for all things. Send a beautiful smile to others when possible. Your efforts will make a remarkable difference. Interesting. Hiki. Ability. Didn't I just say that? Ability. Okay. Today, all is attainable. The love and integrity you radiate will be sent back to you with tenderness and joy. And then the last one, oh, beautiful. The Mars energy, mana, spirit, essence, and power. Also, the Sun and Pisces energy, right? Practice goodness and avoid hasty decision. Voice kindness and sweetness when there is opportunity, from the smallest of creatures to those larger than life. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you today. Now I get to stop huffing and puffing about being constantly interrupted, and now I can actually talk to people and say, hi, I'm done. How are you? Instead of being annoyed by constant interruptions, yeah? I know, you guys could tell I was getting annoyed. You can't hear what I say off camera, but if you did, well, you know what I say. You guys know me well enough. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Love you. Bye.